feel it inside because it's such a big boom. I don't need to see the one, the driveway firework guy. Like that, there's nothing there.
Whatever
I
happened
love
to
a good sparkler, though. I'll tell you that. They're super simple, but I like going out at night. And there's something that brings back memories of my childhood when I do fireworks outside on the driveway. I love fireworks.
By the way, I'm looking at this ticket text, and maybe we're just doing it wrong. It says Rieger YouTube fireworks shows from China. They know what they're doing. Do they have pictures?
I don't know. You can't get it on the ticket text. They can't send pictures to you, can they?
No, but I'm going to do that at the break.
Oh, you're going to look it up?
Yeah, I might
tell you,
have
where else you got to look it up to is Disney. That was the last public event that I was at before the whole shutdown. We were down there for the bowl game, and we went to Disney on New Year's Eve. And you want to talk about advancements in fireworks displays. They had lasers, the fireworks were going off, it was all choreographed to music. They had drones that had not cameras, but had lights on them as well.
Oh, see, this is cool.
It was an unbelievable fireworks, the best I've ever seen in my life. And when it was done, all five of us, because my wife wasn't there at the time, the four kids and myself, we were standing up and cheering. Now, I haven't stood up and cheered a whole lot, but it was unbelievable.
Well, God knows you weren't cheering the next day when Michigan lost the bowl game. So it's good that you got to cheer at some point.
But, hey, I wanted to ask you, Thursday, this is not Heather's favorite day of the week. You've been well established from the Estonia Jansen with Heather's show. She doesn't like Thursday. You've been doing mornings now. You mentioned that you were up late last night because you had to do Tigers post game. What's your routine now in the morning? You stop at McDonald's on the way in?
No! Today would have been the perfect day. I was up so late yesterday. I know you were too. McDonald's has the chicken biscuit. It is glorious. A Diet Coke and 2 chicken biscuits, about 800 calories. Hell of a way to start the day. And before the pandemic, when I filled in the mornings, I would stop at McDonald's. I'd grab my chicken biscuits. After the pandemic, during it, I guess it's still going on, McDonald's made the decision, at least around here, to not open until 6 a.m. Even the 24-hour stores don't open until 6 a.m. So the one near my house in Canton, the one here in Southfield, I'm driving in, I'm salivating for some chicken biscuits. Not freaking open.
They're not open?
No.
The 24 hours, so that they
They don't open until 6.
No,
but I'm lying, they teach you. So if you look it up online, because I was so...
You get to Google Maps and it says open.
It says open. I'm like, I'm willing to drive the extra 50 miles. I will be late to the show to get the biscuit, John, but they lied to me.
I can one up you on that because I love gas station coffee, right? It's like acid. It just is. There's a certain. It actually tastes like the cup that it's sitting in. It is so. A lot of people think have a reaction like Heather. They think it's gross. I love it.
John,
Gas stations.
you need to drink nails. Just people think you're tough.
I don't really care what people think. As long as I feel like I'm tough, then I'm okay with that. But the issue that I have now is as everybody has help wanted posters and they're looking for people to come in. The gas station that I typically go to for the past 2 months now, the guy that is behind the counter, my routine at about 4:15, I show up, I fill up I get some coffee. At that time, that's when his morning clock goes off, and he uses the restroom, and he puts the "be back in 15 minutes" sign on there, and I can't wait 15 minutes to get a cup of coffee, and it drives me absolutely crazy that's the timing that he has, because it's like clockwork everywhere.
You don't think it's weird that every morning you want your coffee? This guy's taking a poop every morning.
Yeah, well, that's what coffee will do. It'll keep you regular.
I mean, I guess that's a good point. You think it's just you, maybe? This guy has to be the most regular person on the face of the earth. Every morning, same
15
time.
minutes. I've even showed up to fill up for gas, and I see him flip the sign, and I will run up to the door, and by the time I get there, which I'm not that fleet of foot anymore, it's too late. It's locked. Can't get any coffee.
You could say sir, go in when he's not pooping, and just say, dude, I love your
I'm not
coffee.
there when he's not.
I know, but can you leave a cup on the
outscored the Indians between the two games 16-5, 494 for Biggie. He continues to edge a little bit closer to that 500 number. We also have the 2 Grand Slam coming up at 7:25.
And by the way, everybody, happy Bobby Bonilla Day.
That's right. $1.19 million to Bobby Bo every July 1st.
Actually, 1.2 million.
1.2. Wow.
Yeah.
Every July
Yeah.
1st.
They could have paid him $5.9 million. Instead, because they got ripped off by Bernie Madoff, they said, you know what, we'll give you $1.2 million for 25 years. That's amazing.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I tell
Bobby
you what,
Bo's favorite day, without a doubt.
you know who else is amazing? Heather Park. She's going to have news next. Heather, what do we got?
She is.
Oh my gosh, I have so many shocking news stories to share with you. But I also have one. If you've got some really mad basketball skills, Adam Sandler is actually looking for you.
I'll give him a call.
Yeah, give him a call.
97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ EM 950 Traffic Center, drivers are near posted speeds on many of the area freeways, although we have picked up a new problem on 696 westbound, the exit to Southfield Road, where a crash is blocking the right lane and shoulder. Today, 94 eastbound near Mount Elliott, moving work crews are scheduled to block the right lane. The DuckDuckGo route you can trust to get around that work zone is Warren Avenue, and there's planned road work leaving one lane open from 59 westbound at Squirrel Road. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Score a major payday with BetMGM. It's the best time to sign up for the king of sportsbooks because they're giving new customers a shot at an easy $100. Register using bonus code TOMM100 and win $100 in free bets when you place a $1 moneyline wager on the Hawks or Bucks. And if either team hits a 3, you win. That seems like easy money to me with Trae Young on the court. Whether you're raising the stakes on summer baseball or wagering on your favorite soccer team, BetMGM is always ready for action. Enjoy innovative parlay selection builders, daily promotions, boosted odds specials, and so much more. And don't forget, football's coming. We got futures in college and professional football. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code TOMM100 to win $100 when you bet $1 on the Hawks or Bucks. And if either team hits a 3, you win. Only at BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. This is a new customer offer, paid in free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years or older, Michigan only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Have you been diagnosed with atopic dermatitis, commonly known as eczema? Millions of Americans are diagnosed each year, and researchers are constantly developing new treatments. At our Dermatology Research Clinic in Ann Arbor, we're enrolling children and adults in paid research studies. We're also looking for patients with prurigo nodularis, plaque psoriasis, and other skin conditions. If eligible, you could earn up to $1,500 for participating, and the treatment will be available to you at no cost and without involving insurance. To find out more, go to skintrialsmi.com. You'll be paid for each visit, and you can schedule convenient appointments with our dermatologists that fit your schedule. Just go to skintrialsmi.com. If you've been diagnosed with eczema or other skin conditions, you could be eligible for no-cost treatment in our clinical trial and receive your first payment as early as next week. That's skintrialsmi.com. skintrialsmi.com.
Stuck in an expensive timeshare contract and feel like there's no way out?
I'm almost at $10,000 in 4 years. I've never traveled anywhere.
They made this sound that this would be a really good deal, that I could go anywhere, anytime I wanted to. That never worked out.
I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO of Wesley Financial Group. I've helped thousands of people get rid of their timeshares. I know all the tricks because I'm embarrassed to say I once worked in the timeshare industry. We've saved suffering timeshare owners millions in debt and maintenance fees. When you're approved as a client, I guarantee you a 100% success rate. We'll get you out of your timeshare, eliminate your payments, and get them off of your back permanently.
I honestly would recommend that you call Wesley Financial. They will help you.
Call Wesley Financial Group now for your free information kit. If they can't get you out of your timeshare, you'll pay nothing. Call 800-611-5252. 800-611-5252. That's 800-611-5252.
Join the District of Detroit on select Fridays this summer and fall for the Art Walk Series presented by Pepsi, curated by Nanamdi Center. Kicking off on July 9th from 9 to 5 p.m. on Columbia Street. Guests can enjoy artwork by local artists, live music, food by Frida Petitos, and signature signature drinks by Founders Brewery, Danville Vodka, and Jack Daniels. Learn more at districtdetroit.com. On a hot day, there's nothing like walking into your home and getting hit with a blast of cold, refreshing air. Unless your house is just hot all the time. Then all you want is some relief. USA Insulation fixes hot homes. Because once their premium foam fills up your walls, you'll get relief from sleepless hot nights. You'll get relief from big electric bills. And you'll get relief from family members being cranky about the heat. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Shoot, even your AC unit will get some relief. And you know every time that thing clicks on, it's costing you money. Put an end to the madness once and for all. Get your home insulated the right way with USA Premium Foam Insulation. And here's a deal you don't want to miss. For a limited time, when they foam your walls, they'll insulate your attic for free. So stop sweating and start saving. Call today, 1-800-USA-FOAM. That's 1-800-USA-FOAM or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation. All right, listen up, people. Sean Avery here. If you enjoy alcohol, chances are, at some point you've been hungover, torn up, in the Hurt Locker. Well, here's a little secret. Goodies hangover powder. Relieves pain fast, helps wake you up, and it tastes good. I'm not kidding around. You got a case of ginfluenza, bourbonitis? No problem. Get Goodies hangover powder. Real medicine for real hangovers.
Goodies hangover, aspirin and caffeine and powder form. Place on tongue and take with water. Hangover responsibly. Find it at Dollar General.
The morning rush can be a beautiful thing. With the right granola bar, that is. Take a moment and take in the outdoors with Nature Valley Crunchy Bars.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas. 97.1 The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply.
Tigers take 2 from the Indians yesterday in a doubleheader, rain-delayed doubleheader, 9-4 in the first game. Jose Urena gave up 4 home runs, all of them single shots in the first game. But obviously the bats fired up for the Detroit Tigers. And then in the second game, 7-1. Willie Peralta, 5 good innings, 1 run on 3 hits, 5 strikeouts. Biggie with 494 and Eric Haas both go yard. It was a really good day for the Tigers. And I tell you what is another good day and a good moment. Rieger, as I know you're smiling, we'll get to whatever it is you're smiling about a little bit later. But Heather Park, it's always a good day.
I'm smiling because we get to hear from Heather. Yeah.
All right, you guys, check this out. Bill Cosby is a free man. This was the most shocking piece of news I heard yesterday. He was released from prison on Wednesday after the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his sexual assault conviction, saying that his due process rights were violated. So this means he cannot be retried on the same charges ever again. Now, if you're not aware of why he was even in jail for the first place, he was sentenced in 2018 to 10 years for drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constand at his home 14 years ago. He did serve about 3 years of that sentence. And you can see the photos. He was brought right back to his house. He didn't speak to the media when he was brought back to his mansion, but he did go on Twitter and he wrote, "I have never changed my stance nor my story. I have always maintained my innocence. Thank you to all my fans, supporters, and friends who stood by me through this ordeal. Special thanks to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court for upholding the rule of law." Now, obviously, like I said, this took so many people by surprise, right? Like, I didn't even realize that this was happening because he's tried to get out so many times and was denied and was denied. I think he even tried to use the whole COVID deal to get out at one point in time too and was denied for that. So this was very shocking, especially to all of his accusers, right? They are just bewildered that he is out of prison. They're afraid that he didn't learn any lessons while he was there, and they believe that he is still a dangerous man.
Like you, when this notification popped up on my phone, I was just, wow. Like, I didn't even know. Like, some news, you don't always see it coming, but you're like, okay, it's news. I didn't see that one coming at all.
I didn't. I really had no, I mean, nope, not at all. It was shocking when I saw it.
Yeah, me either. I mean, so he is 76?
Oh, no, he's
like 80. I think he's 82.
Yeah.
Bill's been around.
Yeah. And I saw so many memes going around on social media because everybody's been doing this whole Free Britney movement, right?
Yeah.
And then there's all these memes like, hey, did you hear us Free Britney? And they're like, the best I could do was Free Bill Cosby. And there's been so many memes out there, which, I guess technically aren't funny, but are funny kind of thing,
Yes.
when you really think about what's going on. Anyway, in other news, 6 more bodies were pulled from the rubble of the Florida condo complex on Wednesday, bringing the death toll to 18. So the number of residents unaccounted for stands at 145. And 2 of the bodies that were found belonged to children who were aged 4 and 10 years old. It's just devastating. And you got to believe at this point that if you're unaccounted for, to me, you got to imagine that they were there, right? Like at this point, if you knew you had a family member who lived in the condo complex and you can't get a hold of them, you didn't know they were taking a trip or traveling, like they were most likely at home, I would imagine. So this is devastating news. However, crews earlier yesterday, they built this ramp that will allow a lot more heavy equipment to actually get in there, and they believe that this will accelerate the removal of large pieces of concrete. And the Miami-Dade Assistant Fire Chief is really hopeful that this will improve the chances of finding these pockets and spaces where people could potentially still be alive.
So this is going on a week. This will be a week today, correct?
Yeah.
Because it happened 2 a.m. last Thursday. Do we have a working theory yet about the cause? I know there's all kinds of theories out there,
so
but
many things, and those photos have emerged from a contractor who was at the complex just like the day before it collapsed. He had posted some photos of the damage he saw. I don't know if he was
right. The place was in bad shape.
There's been so many things, but I don't know if we know the exact cause yet. I think at this point it's more let's work on any type of recovery we can do, and then we'll get to let's figure out what happened for sure. You guys, Governor Whitmer will be announcing a huge new initiative today to encourage more Michigan residents to get their COVID-19 vaccines. So the effort is going to be called My Shot to Win Sweepstakes, and it will give Michigan residents who are vaccinated the chance to win more than $5 million and 9 $55,000 college scholarships through a lottery-style raffle. So this is really similar to what we followed in Ohio, and several other states have done this lottery-style raffle as well. So there is a press conference that's planned for this morning to give you some more details because I don't have them all yet. But as of Wednesday, here's some vaccination stats. Nearly 62% of Michigan residents age 16 or older have received at least their first dose of that vaccine. Of course, the goal was to have 70% vaccinated by the 4th of July. So we obviously didn't hit that initial goal. So this initiative could be a huge step in encouraging more people to get the vaccine. So we followed it in Ohio, and they used a really similar program, and they said vaccinations jumped 28% in just the first weekend after it was announced. So they announced they were doing that Vax-A-Million deal, and 28% more people went and got vaccinated. So I'm guessing it's going to be very similar. So I'm guessing, we don't know the exact details because the press conference will go on this morning. I'm guessing it's going to probably be very similar to Ohio, where we'll give away 5 $1 million prizes to 5 random people who are vaccinated, and then they also have 9 $55,000 college scholarships, and those in Ohio were for residents aged 12 to 17. So I don't know what the age range will be here in Michigan, but it could follow something very similar.
So if you've been vaccinated, you're eligible, correct?
Yes.
Even if you got vaccinated before this all came out?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Anyone. Any one of these 62% of Michiganders who are already vaccinated are in the pool.
Look at Riggs over there,
sweet,
just
right?
wheels turning, thinking, I'm winning.